WKAR TV presents QuizBusters. Now, here is the host of QuizBusters, Matt Ottinger.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. This is it. Who was that child? Thank you, players. One final time, the Quick 10 begins with question 1. What is the last letter of the Greek alphabet? Homeschoolers, Marcus.
Omega.
Right. Question 2. Who painted the late 15th century mural known as The Last Supper? Homeschoolers, Timothy.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci is right. Question 3. Of the 48 contiguous states in the U.S., which one of those was the last to join? Homeschoolers, Marcus.
Arizona.
Arizona is right, a month or so before or after New Mexico. Question 4. Peter S. Beagle's best-known work is a fantasy novel about the last of what mythical creature? Hokumus Noah.
Unicorn.
Unicorn is right, the last unicorn. Question 5. In Shakespeare, what were the last words of Julius Caesar? Homeschoolers, Vika.
Et tu, Bruta.
Et tu, Bruto, Brute will take that. Question 6. What is the name of the 1876 battle, commonly known as Custer's Last? Homeschoolers, Marcus.
Little Bighorn.
Little Bighorn, Custer's Last Stand. Question 7. What British comedian and former correspondent for The Daily Show, Okumus Sarod?
John Oliver.
John Oliver hosts Last Week Tonight. Question 8. Last Chance Gulch was an early settlement in what is now what capital of Montana? Okumus Sarod.
Helena.
Helena is the capital of Montana. Question 9. Catherine Parr. What Okumus Sarod?
Henry VIII.
Was the last of the 6 wives of what British monarch? That's right. Question 10. What is the last word of the Pledge of Allegiance? Okumus Sarod.
All.
All, and justice for all. Nice comeback. Did you sense a theme of finality? It's the last QuizBusters.
WKAR presents QuizBusters. Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Now, here's the host of QuizBusters, Matt Ottinger.
Thank you very much and welcome to the grand finale, not just the grand championship, our final QuizBusters game. We're in Studio A here at WKAR. There are a lot of people in the audience. Our students are not used to having this large a studio audience playing the game. Frankly, I'm not used to watching it this way myself. But the game is the same, and these two champions, our Green Division and White Division champions, have already split the Quick 10. Let's see what happens the rest of the way. But first, let's introduce them to you. Starting on my left with the White Division champions, our team of homeschooled students. They are Timothy Elliott, Genevieve Brown, the captain, Vika Nunez, and Marcus Bewer on the end. The alternate for the homeschoolers is Jarrett Cooper, and the advisor is Jeffrey Winter. And they'll be playing our Green Division champions, the champions from our larger school division, the Chiefs of Okumus High School. That team is John DeVries, Anushka Murthy, Sarod Nori, the captain, and Noah Burns. Alternates for the Chiefs are Arham Jain, Joseph Chung, and Ani Sarkar. The advisor for Okumus is Andy Floyd. We've got a lot to do and some special stuff at the end, of course, but we want to play the game. Players, welcome. We'll break the tie and take control with our first toss-up question. Here we go. Dobbin is the military man in this novel who finally marries Mrs. Osborne, but only after she... Okumus Anushka.
Vanity Fair.
Nicely done. She's very quick on those literature questions. Vanity Fair is the answer. Okumus, bonus for you. Sarod, you know the drill. Identify these California islands. First, Frank Weatherman was the last inmate to be transferred to this prison in San Francisco Bay and the last inmate to walk down the gangway and leave the island in 1963.
Alcatraz.
Is right. This group of 8 main islands and several minor islands off the coast of Southern California shares its collective name with what British archipelago that includes Jersey, Guernsey, Alderney, and Sark?
Channel.
Channel Islands is right for 20. This largest of the California Channel Islands, lying 24 or so miles off the coast of Los Angeles, is home to about 4,000 residents, most of whom live in its city of Avalon. Name this tourist destination.
Santa Catalina. There was like Santa Cruz or something.
And I need an answer.
Santa Catalina.
Is the right answer. Santa Catalina Island, 20 points, and a sweep of the category. That's going to happen a lot. New toss-up players. It is often used to describe Jewish men who dress in black, wear a skull cap, grow a beard. Homeschoolers, Marcus.
Orthodox?
That's the word that I wanted. Very well done. Homeschoolers, we get a bonus out of you. Vika, you'll give me the answers. And we were speaking of Alcatraz earlier. Identify these criminals who spent time in Alcatraz. First, in 1931, this Chicago mobster was sentenced to 11 years in federal prison on tax evasion charges.
Al Capone.
Al Capone is right. Prohibition-era gangster George Kelly was better known by what nickname derived from his favorite weapon?
Gunman Kelly?
Not Gunman Kelly, he was Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly. 10 points on your bonus, you're up to 70, 30-point game. First of our pop quizzes. As the students know, the pop quiz is one-on-one action. All the students get the QuizBusters handbook, and in the handbook there is a sample pop quiz. It's been there for 29 years. We're going to play that quiz now. We've changed the order of the answers. We reworded some things. They don't even know. The letters are M-I-S. The students are not necessarily familiar with the one that's been sitting there for 29 years. M-I-S. Timothy, homeschoolers, John, Okemos, get us started. The Magnolia State. Timothy.
Mississippi.
Mississippi is the M-I-S. That's right. Next. Anyone unable or unwilling to adjust themselves to society, such as the John.
Misfit.
Misfit, such as the toys stranded on an island in the Rudolph cartoon. Finally, a minor crime, less severe. Timothy.
Misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor. Barely beating John to that one. Timothy took 2 there. Genevieve, homeschoolers, Anushka, Okemos. Any person commissioned by a church to spread its... Genevieve.
Missionary.
Missionary is the right word, yes. Next. The courtroom term for a failure to complete the proceedings, usually because of an error or because a jury cannot reach a verdict. Anushka.
Mistrial.
Mistrial is the word. That's the M-I-S. That's right. Finally, a parasitic evergreen plant with white berries, commonly... Genevieve?
Mistletoe.
Associated with Christmas. That's right. 10 points there. Vika now, homeschoolers, and Sarod, Okemos. The title of the first of a series of films based on a 60s TV series and starring Tom Cruise as Super... Vika.
Mission Impossible.
That's right. Super spy Ethan Hunt. Next. The one-word English title of a Molière comedy, which... Sarod.
Misanthrope.
The Misanthrope. Nicely done on a tough one there. And finally, a mass of minute particles of water suspended... Sarod.
Mist.
Mist. M-I-S-T. That's right. Marcus now, homeschoolers, and Noah, Okemos. Any person who is obsessed with saving and hoarding money. So, Noah.
Miser.
Miser, such as Ebenezer Scrooge was for most of his life. Next. The name by which PBS viewers knew a long-running children's show host who invited viewers to his... Marcus.
Mr. Rogers.
Neighborhood. That's exactly right. Final question. Any weapon that is thrown... Noah.
Missile.
A missile is right. That's good for 10 points. That's our quiz. We'll do that again in the second half with another surprise. And we split those because we were 30 out going into it. We're 30 out coming out. So new toss-up players for everybody. Plans exist to turn Interstate 35 into a highway this specific creature can follow during its migration from the U.S. to Mexico and back. Homeschoolers, Marcus.
Butterfly.
More specific, please.
Monarch butterfly.
That's the one that I wanted. Good job. Well done. Early buzzers are paying off. Homeschoolers to you. Name the home states of the following colleges, all of which were automatic qualifiers in the 2016 NCAA men's basketball tournament. I'll give you where they came from, too. So, first, Stephen F. Austin is the college, the automatic qualifiers from the Southland Conference. The state from you.
Texas.
Texas.
Texas is right. Gonzaga the automatic qualifiers from the WCC.
Where's California?
California?
No, you're on the right coast because the WCC is the West Coast Conference, but they're from Washington State. 10 points on the bonus, 10-point game, new toss-up players. Cumberland in Kentucky, Iguazu on the Okemos Road.
Falls.
They are waterfalls. Nicely done. Okemos, back to you for the bonus. Identify these North Carolina cities and towns with two-word names. First, on December 17th, 1903, the Wright brothers flew their airplane near this North Carolina town.
Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk is right. This town is home to the oldest original campus in the University of North Carolina system.
Chapel Hill.
Oh, yeah. Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill is right. For 20. This city, closely associated with the R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company, has its two names separated by a hyphen, which gives its minor league baseball team, the Dash, their nickname.
I think, is that not Wilkes-Barre? Wilkes-Barre.
No, not a bad guess. I think that's Pennsylvania, though. Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem is the one. 20 points on your bonus, 40-point game, halftime. Well done, players. Good first half and a competitive finale. That's what we like to see. Time to take a break. The QuizBusters can take their hands off the buzzers, and we have a special video to show you. We're going to salute our underwriters and tell you a little bit about our show as well. So take a look at this while we relax here in the studio.
Since 1989, Matt Ottinger has been the host of QuizBusters, WKAR's academic competition featuring schools from mid-Michigan and beyond. In more than 1,700 QuizBusters matches, over 14,000 students from 23 Michigan counties have participated, with over 200 scholarships to Michigan State University offered.
On behalf of my team at Consumers Energy, I'm proud to congratulate each and every one of the students who've participated in this final season of WKAR's QuizBusters competition. Your knowledge and intellect has shone bright, and we've had a blast watching you compete. Thank you for a great season, and best of luck as you continue down a path of academic excellence.
Hi, I'm Glenn Brew, Assistant Director of Admissions at Michigan State University. On behalf of the Office of Admissions, I'd like to congratulate WKAR's QuizBusters for their tremendous contributions to the Mid-Michigan community. The Office of Admissions has had the privilege of providing scholarship funding to the members of the division championship teams who've attended MSU as freshmen. The impact that this program and the scholarship funding has had on the lives of the participants has been profound. Congratulations to Matt Ottinger and WKAR for all that you have done. Go Green.
Although QuizBusters is coming to a close, we'll never forget all the students, advisors, parents, and supporters who have been a part of the QuizBusters family all these years.
For all of us here on QuizBusters, I'm Matt Ottinger. Enjoy. Congratulations.
Thank you all. That was terrific. Thank you very much for that. Carolyn and Glenn are here. Carolyn has been with us every year that we've done this. Consumers Energy was Consumers Power back then. That's how long ago it was. All right, players, the most important thing here is seeing who's going to win this contest. Okemos has a 40-point lead. As I say so often, 50 points turn on every toss-up question. We're far from done. Players, we'll start the second half with this. You know, pop quiz and the lightning round coming up. Spelled as two words, it's either an annual workers' holiday, first marked by communists and socialists in the 19th. Okemos Noah.
May Day.
May Day is right. Spelled as one word, it's a distress signal. Okemos bonus to you. Many websites went by a different name prior to being recognized by their popular names today. First, this site was founded in 1995 as Auction Web, and one of the first items it sold was a broken laser pointer.
Yeah. eBay.
eBay is right. When this company changed their name from Peekaboo in 2011, they did keep their mascot, known as Ghostface Chilla.
Snapchat. Oh, Snapchat.
Your parents didn't know that. Snapchat is right. For 20. This website was originally called Cadabra, which a lawyer misheard as cadaver. Its CEO settled on its current name by looking through a dictionary and finding a name for a place that was, quote, exotic and different.
Amazon.
Amazon is right. 20 points there. You got all three of those. That's good for a sweep again. New toss-up, players. This term originally referred to the coalition of the conservatives and national liberal parties in late 19th century Germany. Dominant members of this type of organization may set prices, divide territory, and enforce production quotas for each of its members, often leading to higher prices for consumers. Okuma Sarod.
Oligopoly?
Not what I wanted. No, I'm sorry. Homeschoolers are break. You can hear the rest of it. What is this six-letter word for this type of economic organization, most often used in discussing groups that sell crude oil or illegal drugs? Vika.
Monopoly?
Nope. Cartel. Cartel was the word. A rare miss on a toss-up question for our players. And we have our second pop quiz. One-on-one action. Once again, 3 questions each. There is one letter set that I have never asked in 29 years of doing QuizBusters because it's not a set at all. Players, all correct answers begin with X. All correct answers begin with X. Timothy, homeschoolers, John, Okemos. The musical instrument that, Timothy.
Xylophone.
That wasn't going to get us very deep, was it? That's right. Next. The Jesuit Catholic University, located, John.
Xavier.
Xavier's the right one, yes, located in Cincinnati, Ohio. Final question. Number 54 on the periodic table of elements. Timothy.
Xenon.
Xenon is the right one. Figured it out before John could come up with it. Genevieve, homeschoolers, Anushka, Okemos. The location in China of Kubla Khan's summer capital, immortalized in a Coleridge poem. In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree. Next. The name of the great king of Persia who reigned, Genevieve.
Xerxes.
Xerxes is right. Xerxes the Great, who reigned way back then. Final question. The original collective name for the group of characters introduced in 1963, which included Angel, Iceman, Beast, and Anushka.
X-Men.
The X-Men. Cyclops I was going to give you. Captains now, Vika, homeschoolers, Sarod, Okemos. The American corporation that produces a wide variety of office products, but is best known, Sarod?
Xerox.
For their office printers, that's right. Next. The ancient Athenian. Sarod?
Xenophon.
No, I'm sorry, not what I wanted. Vika, you got a shot at it here. The ancient Athenian, often depicted as shrewish, who was the wife of Socrates. Go ahead.
Xenia.
Nope, Xanthippe. That was a tough one. Xanthippe. Final question. The television series, originally from the 1990s. Vika?
X-Files.
X-Files is right. Mulder and Scully investigating those spooky things. Marcus, homeschoolers, Noah, Okemos. The 1980 cult movie musical, which saw Michael Beck, Gene Kelly, and Olivia Newton-John as a roller skating muse. Dennis, they're too young. Xanadu is the answer. Xanadu, what I wanted there. Next question. The political matter of 1797 and 1798. Noah.
XYZ affair.
The XYZ affair almost led to a U.S. war with France. Final question. The fear or distrust. Noah.
Xenophobia.
Xenophobia. Barely beat Marcus to that one. That's absolutely right. Xenophobia. Just realized we didn't get Xanadu either time. I gave you 2 wildly different Xanadus. We didn't get either one of them. All right, next time we hear the fanfare, we're going to the lightning round. Still anybody's game. New toss-up players. In early 2017, the NASA mission that will, in a few years, explore the Trojan asteroids near Jupiter was given what female first name, a name that it shares with a set of female fossils found in Ethiopia. Okemos Sarod.
Lucy.
Lucy is the right. Cartoon character Miss Van Pelt, Canadian author Montgomery, and so on. Okemos, bonus back to you. Answer these questions about the position of third base in baseball. First, on a baseball scorecard where 1 is the pitcher and 2 is the catcher, what number represents the third baseman?
First base.
What
5.
What's first? That's
Starts up at 6. 5.
5.
5 is the right answer. Next, in the Abbott and Costello comedy routine, Who's on First? What unusual 3-word name does the third baseman have?
I've heard this. I've seen this.
And I need an answer.
Where?
No, I'm sorry. Unusual 3-word name. I don't know. 29 years. We've never had a question where the answer was, I don't know. And they didn't know it. Moving on. New toss-up players. It was transferred from French to British control in 1801 when the British took over Alexandria, Egypt. Give the two... Okemos Sarod.
Rosetta Stone.
Is what I wanted, the two-word term for the rock. Okemos, bonus category, identify these famous ukulele players. I mean, famous. First, Cliff Edwards was a singer and actor of the 1930s who performed as Ukulele Ike. He is best known, though, today for providing the voice of what Disney character who served as Pinocchio's conscience?
Oh, the little grasshopper.
Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket is right. In 2016, at age 12, she won season 11 of America's Got Talent, performing her own original songs and accompanying herself on the ukulele.
Grace Vanderwall.
I'm impressed that you knew that. Well done. Finally, this novelty artist of the 1960s who had a massive hit with Tiptoe Through the Tulips shares his name with that of a Dickens character.
Little something. Little Jim. Little Kate. Tiny Tim.
Yeah. Tiny Tim.
Tiny. They had to think about it. Tiny Tim is the right answer. New toss-up, players. Its Chapter 16 mentions the ship Rangoon, on which its main character is sailing around Asia. And it's called, the chapter is called, In Which Fix Does Not Seem to... Homeschoolers, Timothy.
Around the World in 80 Days.
Nicely done. Recognize the character Fix. Homeschoolers, a bonus for you. Identify these people who all died on November 22nd, 1963. First, the most famous death associated with that date is of what president?
JFK.
JFK is right. Next, another famous figure who died on that date was what British author, best known for the Screw Tape Letters and for a series of 7 fantasy novels that, if we named, would be a giveaway.
C.S. Lewis.
And you need it from Screw Tape, so you're fine. Finally, for 20. The other major British author who also died on that day wrote the nonfiction work The Doors of Perception about his experiments with psychedelic drugs. He is best known for a dystopian novel, which again, if we told you the title, would be a giveaway to his identity.
Is it Aldous Huxley?
Aldous Huxley.
Aldous Huxley's right. You got it. 20 points. Well done. Might not have been enough, but we got 60 seconds left of all of QuizBusters. It's the lightning round. We play the lightning round as quickly as we can. The players get 10 points when they're right. The players lose 10 points when they're wrong in the lightning round. We've got a lot of material. Let's see what happens. 60 seconds left on the lightning round clock. The lightning round begins now. How many strings are there on a ukulele? Genevieve.
4.
Right. What musical group of the 1960s was known as the Fab Four? Timothy.
The Beatles.
Right. The 2 thick lines that divide a hockey rink into 3 distinct zones. Sarod.
Blue Lines.
Right. Name the outspoken documentary filmmaker responsible for Fahrenheit 9/11. Bowling for Columbine. Sarod.
Moore.
Right. What state is known as the Peach State? Marcus.
Georgia.
Right. What do we call what's formed in the air when water droplets cause the diffraction? Marcus.
Vapor.
Wrong. WSJ.com is the official... Sarod.
Wall Street Journal.
Right. There are 4,840 square yards in what unit of measure? Sarod.
Acre.
Right. Macular degeneration affects what? John.
Eye.
Right. How many ounces of liquid are there in a standard can of soda? Marcus.
12.
Right. What is the correct 4-letter term for the chess piece, sometimes called the... Marcus.
Rook.
Right. Who led the Norman conquest of England? And Sarod.
William.
Is right for 10 points, and that's our game. Okemos, you're our champions. Congratulations. When water droplets cause the diffraction of sunlight, I was going to say, and I was looking for a rainbow. We're going to recognize our underwriters one more time. We're going to come back and say goodbye.
Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Book Scholarship Awards are provided by SBS, the student bookstore, located at 421 East Grand River Avenue in East Lansing. Be sure to like our Facebook page, and for more information about QuizBusters or any of WKAR's locally produced series or specials, visit our website, WKAR.org.
Said at the start of the program that these two teams were already champions. What I didn't mention, though, was that these two teams are the same two teams who played in our championship game last year. Cream rises to the top. These are two sensational squads. We're delighted that they both did so well in our program. Let's thank them and congratulate them one last time, beginning with the white division champions and their advisor, Jeffrey Winter. Jeff, congratulations. Guys, it's been a delight having all of you with us. Thank you very much. I get to know the students a little bit when they come in and play the games. It's been a whole lot of fun for me. And of course, our Green Division champions and our grand champions, the Chiefs of Okemos High School and Herr Floyd. Congratulations to you. And congratulations to all of you. And now I have 45 seconds to wrap up 29 years. I want to thank Susie Elkins, Ken Murley, Mike Mahalis, Rich Weingartner, and Tim Zico. They know why. I want to thank all of you for making QuizBusters a part of your lives for the last 29 years. Mostly, though, I want to thank the students. I want to thank our players, these 8 and the thousands of others that have participated in our game. At some point, they're going to be grandparents. And first, you're going to explain to them what television was, but they're going to talk about this experience. And if that's the legacy we have, I can live with that. If there's one word to leave you with, it's the word that I've left you with for 29 years. I am so grateful for the opportunity I've had to be the host of this program. And all I can say is, I have enjoyed. Thank you. And now, congratulations to you. And I think that's when we start milling. I think this is when, yeah, I think this